Hello, friends. Welcome to this Wall Street live session. And today, what we can see, at least, there are some sort of rebound on the overall market, and things look quite good as of now. And you can see the Dow Jones indices has been trading above 35,000, and this is a very good sign, I would say. And the perfect trend, I would say, one can see if he or she wants to, is a Nasdaq. So Nasdaq, in the past couple of days, we have seen that it's been trading and respecting its big support, and the big trend indicating that there could be a probable bounce back, and that's what we can see as far as the current range or trend is concerned. Now, before going any further, so there is a good news. This is not from my side, but there is a press release which I found, and this is for them who are interested for their Christmas holidays and they want to go out. Now, the title said the country that celebrate Christmas for more than 4 months a year. So, 4 months of festivities in the Philippines gives new meaning to the term of holiday season, and they are calling them the Burr months. Okay, so Christmas is celebrating during the Burr months, as they call in the Philippines, that is September, October, November, and December. And it's said by Robert Blancaflor, president of Manila-based events design company, and Christmas is the longest celebrated season in the Philippines, and our country celebrates it the longest globally. So, if somebody is interested, they can check out this press release and they can gather some more information on this. Apart from that, let's go and do our normal market course of action. So, things looks quite good. That's what I can say prima facie. So let's go and check it out, because there are some things which are stabilizing, and obviously now understand this thing. If the Fed is saying they are going to raise the interest rate, this is not uh, a bad sign in the midst of the economic reversal or economic growth, right? So there are certain things you need to understand. Now, volatility is a part of the game until and unless it changed the trade. Right now, there has been a consolidation that's been going on, but understand this will end very soon. And consider yourself lucky enough, because if you're looking at the market, or I would say the developing markets, then you will face a huge amount of volatility. You will definitely face a huge amount of volatility, and it is much more than what you can see as far as the US is concerned. Now, what's good over here is the VIX. So there is a sharp decline in the VIX. Okay, right now I think the decline is gone, because the VIX is down only by 1.57%. Because looking at the intraday VIX, it was down more as and when it has started, but it is now recovering. So let's go and see. Yeah, so you can see, so it went down to 21.65, then it has again started rising and moving up. So this is what we can see. Now, apart from that, what you're gonna look at is, if the VIX has started rising, does it have any impact on the equity market? Right now, if you're looking at the VIX, there is a sharp jump which has happened, and right now from the highs of 27 it is down quite a lot, and from the lows of 21 it's again started rising again. It started moving on the upside, so we have to see, right? Because it is still open for a swing towards 24, so which is not at all a good sign, which means there will be a fresh bout of volatility going forward if things will not settle for today's trade. Okay, apart from that, meanwhile you can ask your queries if you have. Let's see how dollar index is moving in today's dollar index. Let me tell you, it is one of the strongest we have. This is the 5 minute chart which you can see. So from the highs of 96.60 it went down to 96.54, and again it is standing at 96.58. So there is a big bout of volatility that you can see as far as the dollar index chart is concerned. And right now, as I've told you yesterday, there is a consolidation that's been going on over here, and this looks like a positive consolidation as of now. Okay, this does not look like a correction, but it has been a positive consolidation that is going on. So on the upside you have 96, 96 or 97, and on the downside you have 95, 96. So this is how you're gonna look at, and things looks quite strong as far as the dollar is concerned, until and unless there is a change in shift, right? Which will now this is the first time, this is one of the first time. Why I'm saying this is because if you focus on a long-term chart of dollar index, what we have seen in the history is something like this, right? So this is the high of 2002 and this is the low of 2008, right? And dollar has depreciated phenomenally. So from the highs of 121 to the lows of 70, so it actually went down by 40%, right? Now we are going up. If you are looking at the price chart of or long-term chart of dollar index, we are definitely going up, and if I may draw a line like this, you can see a slight amount of breakout. But the good thing is, you know, the low that it has made in the history, right? So the low that it has made in the history, or higher lows, right? So these are some of the higher lows that it has made in the history. Now the question is, what's the big question over here is how it's going to move. How it definitely going to move in the longer term, because understand this thing. So this is the question over here, right? Understand this thing. If they want to improve dollar, and if enough indications, the Fed will start giving enough indication that we are now try to keep on pushing the dollar beyond a certain limit. Their economy is completely based on certain amount of debt, so that debt will going to create a problem in the overall economy, and there will be a stock crash burst. Now if they are going to do that, then there will be a big problem. As of now, there is another way to look at it. I have shared this thing, but as usual, there are few people who are looking into it. When I'm saying few, now this is one example where I can say, quite few in a million, because everybody wants to earn money, but nobody wants to understand the things or understand the science behind that. Now if you can look at this trend right now, so there are certain things which you need to understand, and more specifically, you know, this one. So if you are looking at the move, right? If you are looking at the move, it is by far making some lower lows. Now this is the third time, and this is the third attempt which is moving higher. If this time, it does not cross 104 or 105, or if this time it just go up and started falling down, there will be a big slide down going forward, because understand this, even the central bank or the US central bank can't afford a very strong dollar beyond a certain limit. So forget about inflation. If dollar index started moving higher, there will be some very big problems. I mean, that's good for the economy. That will definitely be good for the economy, but that will not be good for the stock market. So that's what you can see as far as the trend is concerned, right? So this is what I want to say over here. Okay, something has happened. Please let me know. Please let me know if somebody is listening to me. So now let's go, and I have spent enough time on dollar index, but because it is important, this is above all, this is very important. Now there will be, I think today is the time when I do change this trend, because I think Dow Jones have spent enough time in between this range, and this is the time. Let's see if there is anything else which I can find for you, so that yeah. Now we have to adjust ourselves. On daily basis, and based on the theme we have, a chart we have to adjust ourselves. And if you are looking at this chart, you can see, so there is a support that even Dow Jones has started taking, and with this it is probably making a big leap to move forward. Now understand this thing. Right now, what was happening in the last 1 year, the kind of moves you have seen is completely different. Now what's going to happen in the next 1 or 2 years will definitely be quite different. Why? For the simple reason, and that is, you will definitely see the economic sectors, the old economy stocks, the brick and mortar business will definitely start running. So this is a good sign. Now for that, you need to do a lot of indicator searching or lot of market study and analysis. I don't want to go into that because that's not the subject which we are looking right now. But as far as the Dow Jones trade is concerned, so if Dow Jones is sustaining above 34,500, what we are looking at here, now I think after a couple of months I am expanding this range to by more than 5,000 to 7,000 points. So the next big target that we're gonna look at in the upcoming days, weeks and months will be or in between 40 and 42,000. So I don't know how many people are talking about it, but if this is the support that Dow Jones have started taken, then these are your big targets. right? So these are your big targets. Hello Edgar, good morning. So yeah, Edgar, if it is sustaining above your level, now just focus on what I have said. I mean, Dow Jones, focus on Dow Jones. I mean, all my viewers, exclusive viewers who are live right now, focus on Dow Jones because this is showing some a very sharp movement, and what we are looking at is going to be even bigger, right? So let's see OCGN, what's happening over there. Come on, man, this chart is simply made somebody cry. This is a serious stuff that is going on, and this stock is testing lots and lots of patience. I mean, see, the psychology behind this kind of move is simply this. Now, somebody wants everybody to move out, and you have to understand this by looking at the price and volume stats. But somebody definitely wants everybody to move out from this. Now, what we are going to look at. So you have two specific levels. Now, what you have to do is simply wait. Okay. Once it started sustaining or trading above $6, so these are your two important level, you will definitely see some big move. Now, there is a big accumulation that's been going on, and this ultimate selling, somebody is pushing others to wind up their positions. That's what is happening. So until and unless I mean, at the end of the day, don't go below $5. That's what I have said in the past, and I will say it right now. But looking at the price structure, there is definitely something which is going on, and you can see there is accumulation that is on the way. So things looks quite interesting over here. So just about your DOGZ, let me check what's happening over here. So I think it's a breakout. Yeah. No, the breakout, it's still required couple of cents for confirmation. So it is currently trading at 6.3. So let it sustain above 6.5. So you have 20 cents to go on the upside, and then it will sustain, and you need not to do anything. You need not to do anything, and yeah, great, Edgar. No issues. You need not do anything. You just need to stay, and let's see how it's going to move. Alan, good morning. Let's talk. Wish the new CEO. I mean, yeah, I will do the chart analysis, but the thing is, this new CEO, and I have seen this thing or this kind of news across the market. So until and unless he or she is a very prominent name on the Wall Street, is that it does not matter how many years of experience they have, but until and unless they have done something extraordinary in the market, but this doesn't matter a lot. This is just for some few trading sessions here and there. So if you're talking about BlackBerry and Wish, and if the chart is holding the context logic, I mean, Alan, stock selection is completely on you, but it would be good if you. There are huge number of shorts over here, and overall the chart is a downtrending one. So if there is a up move, obviously there can be a very big swing that one can expect, but do understand the opposite thing as well, because in this kind of chart you have to be very much disciplined. Right now, it's a downtrending chart, and going beyond or going below certain levels will definitely cause a great problem for you. So do not go below $2.9. That's the first thing. Forget about the upside. Try to save your profit and try to save your principal amount. So do not go below $2.9. If it sustains, you can definitely have a first swing towards a 4.65, and on the upside you have 5.44 and 6.24. So that's what we are going to have here, right? And talking about the BlackBerry, so I'm checking out the NYSE chart. Now BlackBerry has been consolidating for last couple of months, and I think uh, they have a tie-up with BMW, and this is a very latest news we have as far as the BlackBerry and which company is concerned, and BMW is using BlackBerry's technology. So right now there has been a very big consolidation. So what I'm doing is I'm checking the chart which is listed in NYSE, because there are lots of charts, or that this company is listed in various stock exchanges across different countries. It is also available in Canada as well. So right now this is the chart what we have here. So once it started trading beyond 11.75 or $12, you will see a very sharp spike with a strict stop loss at 7.8. So this is what you have as far as the big trend is concerned. Alright, so this is what we have here. Now I think I have done the big trend analysis for NASDAQ. Now about, beg your pardon, for Dow Jones. Now about the NASDAQ. Now NASDAQ, as I've told you, it's respecting its big support. So this is what you have as far as the trend is concerned, right? This is the price trend of NASDAQ, and I think yesterday or last Friday I have done this thing, technical breakdown. But as you can see, it is now respecting its support level, and it is now sustaining above its support level. So that's a very good thing that's been going on over here. So looking at the NASDAQ, if you have or if NASDAQ is sustaining above 14,900, so the big swing that we're gonna have here is in between 16,648 and 17,000. So now both Dow Jones and NASDAQ are looking good. That's for sure. Until and unless you are there for a big volatility, you can definitely see some big swings. We have suffered enough. Now there is a time when you have to take your step forward, take on the risk, but understand the volatility, and we have a plan with you. You know, when I'm saying take on the risk, it does not mean that put all your money you have and you do not have any plan of risk management or anything else, and at the end of the day you don't know what you are doing. What I'm saying here is there is a swing that is visible. If the market sustain, you are ready to move higher. So you have to take the opportunity, because it's easy to say that when everybody is greedy, be fearful, or the vice versa. But when the market is in such a mood, when everybody wants to buy a particular stock at $100, now then it come back to $50. Nobody wants to buy, looking at the market condition. But if you know what you're doing, and if you know the fundamentals are in and out, that's a big study. Then obviously you should be the one who is going to participate in the market. So overall, trends are indicating some positive, very big moves. There are indications of some big moves, but there are stop losses. I have explained that to you, and you are here for some big swings in the upcoming weeks and months. Again, I mean, Alan, it doesn't matter what any president or I don't want to say anything else on this. Now, understand this market does not factor a single thing again and again, right? So, pandemic is a known issue, there are variants, and market will factor it one time. It's not a scratch card which you will get after every recharge, right? There will only be one scratch card and you have already scratched it. So, as far as the market is concerned, and let me tell you one thing, and now to all the viewers, now, as far as your comment on fear, uncertainty, doubt, which means you will have a stimulus. Now, now let me give you a reply what you have said and what are the words which I get, you know, and they are the synonyms for your word in the stock market. When you are talking about fear, uncertainty, doubt, I will give you the synonym as far as the stock market is concerned, and that are stimulus, huge amount of money, dollar will go down, stock market will go up. So that's the synonym for what you have, what you are saying, what I am saying, right? So do not mix the real economy and the Wall Street. Wall Street always climb the wall of worry. If you believe that we are in a big bull market, so these are the things which market will latch on, and you will see because uncertainty is something else. These are known fact. There is nothing called uncertainty. These are known things, and market will definitely climb the wall of worry. I think Irene asked about Neo. So dear, I have videos or lots of videos on Neo. You can probably check it out for the the overall analysis. Now, right now, if you are looking at Neo, what you can see over here that there is a breakdown. Okay, so there is a breakdown below 30.88. So let it sustain above $31 before anything else. So there is a breakdown that has happened, and there are two important or big support levels that has broken down. Now there is a very good article, I think a couple of weeks back, I think 2 or 3 weeks back, so 30 and 32, $33. Now there is an article where a person, I think he is from hedge fund, and he said that it's very challenging for the companies which are originally generated or headquartered in China and they are listed in US stocks because there are geopolitical issues, and if they started winding up their business, obviously the biggest money flow is happening through US. So I don't know why should they do that, because the recent delisting of DIDI, and they have a plan to relist in Hong Kong now. I mean, the biggest sea, the biggest ocean we have here is the Wall Street, and Hong Kong is very small. Now, how much you can get out of it, that's a big question. So the thing is, there are certain geopolitical angles to it. So I don't want to go into that, and that's why it would be better. It would be better if you just stick to the levels. Yeah, yeah, it is slightly tricky, but we have to see how this is going to move, right? Now let's go and see some of the biggest movers. I think Bio Frontera. Somebody asked me yesterday. Sorry, I did not remember, and everybody members are live right now. So please tell me whomsoever has asked. I don't think it is one of you, but somebody asked me about Bio Frontera, and because of the limited amount of data I have said, that wait for the stock to surpass 10.43. Now it has happened. It is now trading at 11.47 in the current market. So the next swing will definitely, so the next swing we are looking at will probably push the price towards 26 bucks, $26 on the upside. So this is what we have here, right, with the stop loss of 10.43. I mean, Alan, I would say these are technologies which are there for the future, and it completely depends upon your thought process and how far you want to look right now. Now, the thing is, there are two or three things which you should consider whenever anybody want to select any company. Number one is a constant profitability growth. If it is more than 15% of ROE, then it is better. Consistent 15% of ROE for the last 5, 6, or 10 years, it is better. And you must have an EPS growth. Along with that, you must have a cash flow, a regular increase in cash flow. So if you apply these two or three parameters, I understand that market are giving some crazy valuation, you know, and this is, yeah, this is, yes, Irene, you have said it right that they cannot meet production because they are in the very preliminary stages. Okay, so these are some new business models. So neither Alan is wrong nor you, because nobody can decide how market is going to react on this future things, right? But the thing is, these are all important components as far as the new economy is concerned. Keaton, congratulations first if you're holding it from $54. So, I mean, my best wishes, buddy. You are one of the long-term holders, and this has given you. Now, we have some known reasons, but understand this: what you can see in Tesla is a short term corrections in the market psychosis. And if you want to look at this stock on longer term basis, and once the moves start, you understand one thing, that this is one of those company who can, the money flows into this kind of stocks. The money primarily flows into index stocks or the known names. If you if you know FANG names, or I would say MANG names, because Facebook changed into metaverse, then you must add Tesla into that, because it is not only about the US and the US participant. Tesla is open for investors of other countries as well. And let me tell you, I was watching some of the other investors, and they are completely amazed when they have purchased the Tesla car. So I mean, if a big investor is saying something about the product, so a good investor always tastes the food before he actually orders it. So, and if he personally have a better experience, and the word which he has said is that this is an experience, this is not driving. So this one line matters a lot, right? Because it has deep meaning. So what they are giving you is an experience rather than a car. So this kind of technology, this kind of concept is completely new. And when a company which is only gives you technology and that will improve technology on constant basis, you know, infinity is the future, right? Infinity definitely is the future. I mean, let's check meanwhile LCID as well, because there are some discussions that are going on. Today it is down. So that's where the problem is, because this talk, I don't want to talk about the business and all those things, but the thing is I focus only on price chart, and if the price chart give me indications, uh, I will take decisions. And if I want to look into fundamentals, then I will select stocks which are satisfying my criteria. And let me tell you, the way I am doing the long term analysis for some stocks which I want to hold for next 3 or 5 years, or for some big swing, if if I found out of 10, all the nine criterias are met and only one have a problem, I will simply close my eyes and throw that company out. Because first of all, I must not have a doubt in myself while doing something. Otherwise, I'll be in a problem, because I'll be the responsible one for my own money, for my own losses, nobody else. Whomsoever is talking anything, any guidance, any learning anything, but at the end of the day, if I am losing my money, so that would be my fault. Right now, if you're talking about Lucid, you have three probable buying zones below $30. Don't go below $30. And you have three probable buying zones: 36, 33, and 30.16. So this is what we have here, right? Let's see what's moving. So let's go to the top losers. I don't want anybody, because there are sometimes people holding this kind of stocks, and yeah, like this Can Fight Biopharma. I mean, there was a big move yesterday, and right today it is now. I think Alan, uh, where? Alan, now you have asked me, you have raised this point about fear and uncertainty. Let me give you an example. So this is Canfight Biopharma, and this is obviously a pharmaceutical from pharmaceutical and biotech. Now this stock went up significantly higher, and today it was down by more than 33%. Now you can see in one day things can change, and that's what I'm saying. The biotech company or the pharma company are definitely in favor, but right now they are unable to sustain the trend, and there will be volatility. 1 or 2 days you will see some sort of up move. Now you will again go back to this high risk, high profit trade. So what does it mean? People do not bother about what's happening over here. If you want to look at the next 2 years, I don't want to. I'm just saying that Alan raised this point, but I'm not specifically saying this thing to him. Okay, I'm not pinpointing anybody, but the thing is, if you want to look at the next 2 years, focus on something which has been completely destroyed for the last 2 years. Look at the luxury segment, look at the entertainment segment, look at Disney. Okay, the Disney parks has been closed for the last 2.5 years, and if it started moving up, or if it started opening up across the globe, beg your pardon, across the globe, if Disney theme parks started opening up, there will find the big opportunities. If cruise started sailing, there will find the big opportunities. And if the price is not moving down, you must go for those kind of themes. Forget about this. Right now, if you want to play this market, go on those stocks or search for those stocks who are going to give you momentum, speed, and price movement, big price movement, right? You have something in your mind, but that's good for the next 10-15 years. Obviously, you will get the move in the next in any 3 or 4 years, in that next 15 years. But when you are looking for the next 2 or 3 years, you should be specific about the things which you are looking for, right? So that's what I am saying to all. Rivian. Yeah, I think Rivian also asked by Alan yesterday. Rivian has actually done something bad. Very bad. This stock has actually spoiled the mood for lot of people. If you're looking at this one, this is just hanging. So this is at a very risky zone, and if it does not sustain above $95, then it would be a problem for Rivian. That's for sure. Okay, Rivian 95 and 99. So let it start moving above 100, then talk about this stock. Let's see some moves. Let's find out some good stocks which are actually moving. Okay. So Biofrontera. So this stock has moved quite significantly, and then we have Hunang Power, Samsara, Darkness. What do we have here? The question. Let's check out Samsara. Let's check out this stock and what this stock is indicating. Okay, there is a big move that has happened. So if you want to go into these kind of stock, you better understand there is a very high risk attached to it, because it can move to anywhere. But the way the next move is definitely on the downside, and it's going to be a big one. So if you want to put your feet into this kind of stock, you have to be very much specific. Yeah, I think. I mean, this is just an idea which I'm, and I have specifically talked about Carnival Corp. Just if you go and check my video, I have completely explained it why you should look this stock. Okay, you better check it out. You better check it out. That so everyone better. Right. Uh, Apart from it, this is just an idea. I mean, one should definitely look at Apple. Why I'm telling you, because Apple is something, and why should I choose Apple? Apple is something which will come up with such technology gadgets which have quality, which people know about, which people recommend, which people buy. The fourth point is the most important buy, and we are at the doorstep of the winter season. So Christmas is near. We are 4 days away. So focus on Apple. If there is a big move, this is one of the top companies which is going to participate. I cannot buy a car, but I can buy my loved one a mobile or a smartwatch or anything else, a cool gadget. So Apple will definitely comes into picture, right? So this is an idea just that is I'm floating. There is no chart analysis and nothing like that, but this just simply comes to my mind, and I think one should definitely look at it. So what else we have here? Rest. And one of the risky bet we have, AMC Entertainment. Yeah. Now this is, I would say, one of the risky moves. This will definitely be one of the risky trades that one should look at. But this is an opening up theme, and that's why it is important to look at, because once the movie theaters or entertainment So the recent or the very recent release, Spider-Man is making some big noises, and the box office, worldwide box office collection is quite good. I mean, in the first week, it has gotten more than $250 million, so it's quite a big number. Now, if it sustains, so the swing is in between. On the downside, you have $20, and upside, you have $40. So this looks like a consolidating range, and the trend has actually started from the lows of 195 to as high as 72 dollars on the upside, and this has been a consolidation that's going on. So once all the theaters and entertainment study will industry will open up, this is one of those risky stocks which can move quite. I would say this has momentum, this has short, this has everything. And whenever there is a opening up, and there is one news which has said that a pandemic will turn into an endemic by 2024. So if this is the case, market will start realizing it much sooner. Okay, if it is about to happen in 2024, it will start, market will start recognizing and factoring uh, from 2022, and the rally may be over by 2023 or mid of 2023 before the actual thing happens. So this is one of the things which you understand about the market, right? So I think this is the most of it as far as the current trend or range is concerned. I just want to say one thing, that today is the first day when the market is moving higher, and it's good that the VIX is moving lower. And let's see whether it will sustain or not. And as far as the big moves are concerned, I have already talked about the big targets for Dow Jones or Nasdaq. So better look on those targets if you want to make your move. So there are big indications that are available. Now it is up to you whether you want to take that move or not, right? So I think I want to end my session with this note. See you all tomorrow. I hope you have enjoyed today's session. So do share this channel with your family and friends. I'm getting very less views, so it's a humble request. I want to share this session with as many people as possible. As you know, this is just a free session. You can ask, or you can simply join and ask your queries, and I'll try to solve it out uh, in any possible way I can. So thank you all, thank you for joining this session. So this is the end of today's session. See you all tomorrow. Good day again.